It is on Monday again, and as we usually do, we are here to continue engaging with our audience so that at the end of the day, you end up realizing what is your purpose in every aspect of life which you happen to find yourself. Last Monday, I promised you that today we'll be having my friend, but because of a few assignments here and there, we are not going to have him. I'm going to take us along, and I believe at the end of the day, we'll get the answers which we are seeking. Therefore, I want to congratulate you for walking with us all along, and I encourage you to stick with us because the journey is going to be worth it. We are tackling a very interesting topic, which is burning questions by university students. And so far, we have tackled 5, and today I will take us through the last 2 in our list. And I believe as a university student, you are going to continue getting the information you need, which contain the answers of the questions which you encounter as you pursue your academic journey. And this is the 6th question. While at the university, what business can you start and earn money? While at the university, what business can you start and earn money? And this is how I'm going to begin. As a university student, I believe majority of university students are the Gen Z. This is what I want to tell you categorically. You have been born in a moment of time which no other generation has ever happened to be born. And this is the technology time. So you are the AI guys. What is unique with this as far as business venture is concerned is this. With technology, you can access very many ways in which you can commit yourself to master and end up making money. You can easily, at the comfort of your either room, at the comfort of your home, even using your phone, using your laptop, or even your PC, you can identify some gaps in the business world today and come up with a solution which fills those gaps. As far as you're filling a gap in the society, and that act of filling that gap is adding value to society, you are going to be appreciated with money, or you'll get profit back. Therefore, as a university student, your assignment becomes this: the technology platforms at your fingertips. How can you be creative enough to come up with an idea which can be a solution to people's problem, which can generate a service or a product? So this is what I will urge you as a university student. Number 1, look at technology. Look at all social media platforms. Seek to know, how can I come up with a skill which can answer a problem either to a company, to an individual, to an organization, to an institution, or even across the globe. When you start asking your questions or interacting with your social media platforms and technology from that angle, I want to tell you it will be very easy for you to come up with a service or a product which will start earning you money while at the university. I have seen majority of you selling data bundles. That's amazing. I've seen majority of you come up with services and end up generating them money. I have seen guys who are doing a graphic design while they are still student, and the skill of making the same is self-taught. So while you are at the campus, as you interact with technology, I will still emphasize again, see which kind of skills can you inculcate in yourself, whereby you will start offering products or service to society and they give you back money. The other day I was training Kenyatta University students and I was telling them there are 3 kinds of ideas which can give anyone money, because at the end of the day, money originates from ideas. If you have an idea, what that means is this: you have something in your mind which, when you speak it, when you write it down, and when you start acting on it, is going to need resources to be run. And apart from that, it's going to attract resources too. So every idea has the potential of pulling money towards it. And I was telling them there are 3 types of ideas which can give any person money. Number 1, disruptive ideas. And these are ideas which enter in the market. And once they are in the market, they change how things are done. And I gave them an example of the past generation which used to use like letters for communication. When the phone was invented, what happens? That was a disruptive idea in the communication sector. And the guys who came up with the phone, like the Apple, the Samsung, Techno, and the rest of the phone companies today, they are multi-billion companies. Their idea had potential to attract money. And when it started being acted upon here on earth, billions rushed to that idea. So as a university student, you can come up with a disruptive idea. Number 2 is an innovative idea, whereby you study the market and identify where we have gaps And then you come up with something creative. You create a service or a product which will bridge that gap. That gap, as I said, it comes with value and will be appreciated with money. Then number three, creative ideas, whereby you create something which never existed in the market. It could be a technology product, it could be a manufacturing product, or even you could come up with a method of processing existing products. That is, you create something which never existed. So those three ideas, disruptive ideas, innovative ideas, and creative ideas, those three can earn you money as a university student. And this is what I will challenge you. Don't say you are young. Don't spend time all the time at the annex or the clubs at night. Don't spend time watching series after series. Sometimes challenge yourself. Go to a quiet, calm place and start thinking, what disruptive idea, what innovative idea, what creative idea can I come up with which can earn me money and change my life and change the lives of the people that I love. And we can count very many young people who came up with these three kinds of idea while they were at the university, and they ended up changing their lives, the lives of their family, and even the globe. If we look at the global platform, for instance, people like Mark Zuckerberg, people like Steve Jobs, people like Elon Musk, people like Bill Gates, all these guys discovered the ideas which today are running the globe while they were at the university. Why can't you challenge yourself and decide, I'm going to be the next Elon, I'm going to be the next big name? Challenge yourself. Probably you never know. The idea you have been ignoring is what the nation of Kenya needs in the next 5 years or probably 3 years to be run successfully. So I challenge you as a young man, don't despise yourself. Challenge yourself to seek to know how can you start making money while young. I will also touch on this kind of idea which also generates money. These are ideas which start small with a vision of growing big. You might not necessarily come up with a disruptive idea, innovative idea, or even a creative idea. But you can just decide you are going to take the ordinary products which exist in the market and you start selling them to people, probably at a margin which will be giving you some profit. And that way you will run your life, and then you'll seek to grow that from a small stage. You start your first simple step, then you grow across the ladder and you end up so amazing. And I'll use a very good example of Jeff Bezos, who is the second richest person on earth. The kind of idea which he came up with was a marketing platform. He took the products which existed in the market and services and gave people a platform to trade on. So you can just decide you're going to come up with a small idea with a vision of growing big. And what you do is get some products, be they apparels, that is clothes. They can be electronics products. They could be even agricultural products like fruits. Start selling them or trading them just from your capital of 1,000, then grow. Have the discipline of growth, reinvesting what you get, and you might end up maybe establishing a chain of supermarkets, wholesales, distribution centers. The way we know, like the stories of Naivas and other supermarkets which started small, but today they are so huge and they run by the billions. So as a university student, there are very many ways in which you can start a business and start earning while young. Kindly do not despise yourself. It is amazing and it is worth it to jump in the space of the marketplace and start making money while at the university. And this is the advantage. When you start trading or when you start interacting with the market while at campus, you start getting exposed to the challenges which exist in the market. And those challenges challenge you to start getting solutions for you to excel in the marketplace. And as this keeps going on, you start turning into a genius. You get sharpened to not only exist in the marketplace, but to make it and excel in the marketplace. And the reason is because when you are young or when you are a university student, you have the advantage of age. You have time to make mistakes, to learn and relearn and become a genius, a master, and become a person who dominates in the marketplace. So regardless of how the small idea for making money is, kindly start it, and the rest will be legacy. Question number 2 is this. When you are at the university, is living for God worth it? That is embracing godliness and choosing the path of moral uprightness. Is it worth it? And this is what I will tell you, 100% it's worth it. If you are at the university, kindly get to know this. If there is one choice which you can make, I did it myself, is this. You are going to embrace a right relationship with our Creator, who is God the Father. And what happens is this. Number 1, there is the book called the Bible, which everybody who has a right relationship with God happens to read, especially if you are a Christian. As you read the Bible from different angles, one of the key angles is this. When you are reading the Bible, it happens to be a guide, the light of your path and the lamp of your feet. And what that means is this. Every challenge you face, you'll find the Bible offers a solution to that particular challenge. And again, the Bible happens to be like a checklist, which all the time keeps you in line with the right morals, the right values, and the right virtues. And apart from that, there are moments in life, regardless if you believe in God or you don't believe in God, things happen and your own wisdom, your own brilliance, your own strength cannot pull you through. It is only the power of He who created you which comes in and pulls you through. And I'll give you a very good example of the guy who's the richest guy today, Elon Musk. There's a time he had invested all his money in his company, SpaceX, and he was about to go bankrupt. And while he was at the verge of going bankrupt, and when he had no other money, he had launched the last rocket and he had only one remaining launch. If it had failed, his dream would have collapsed. But while at that verge, this is what happened. NASA decided to partner with him. Then Barack Obama became the president. He fell in love with what he was doing, and the government channeled money in what he was doing. What happened was a power which was beyond his imagination and the expectation, came into play to make his dream come true, and that is God. So what I'm trying to tell you is when you embrace godliness as a university student, there are moments which happen in life and you are helpless. You can't make it on your own. And that place, the God whom been embracing becomes your path, comes in and plays as God. He gives you the power, He provides the resource, and He makes a way in the Red Sea. He makes water gush out of a rock, and you keep going. Therefore, that's why you're supposed to embrace godliness as a university student. And again, with godliness comes character. And this is what I will tell you. Character in every position of either profession or either dominion in the marketplace you will ever get or earn, which plays the part of upgrading your life. This is what always happens. 20% is qualifications, 80% is character. The ratio is 20% your papers, 80% your morals, your character. And the other day I was listening to billionaires give some advices, and one of them said he rather work with someone who has character but is less of skills than a person who is full of skills, is brilliant, and lacks character. And the reason is this: the person with skills and brilliance without character will collapse their organization. The person less of skills but with character, they can be taught and grown through the skills ladder until they become brilliant and geniuses with character, and the organization will propel forward. So as a university student, embracing God adds you the flavor and the virtue of character and puts you at the cutting edge as far as pursuing the things of life and excellence in life is concerned. So today we are going to answer those two questions, which we have done in a brief manner. And I believe you have attained some knowledge, some information, which if you embrace and work with it, I want to tell you, you will remain in the path of your purpose and you will be succeeding day in, day out. So remember, this is Purpose Talks podcast. Kindly watch this video, rewatch it, and share with all your friends. And don't forget to subscribe.